Hi, beautiful beings of light. This is Yana, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're in this magical month of May. It's really beautiful. Even though maybe I was born in this month, so I really just feel my energy start coming up, flowing. So I don't want to be too personal. But the energies, where I am and how things are unfolding, whether within me, around me, it's just very pure. It's very magical, and it's ascending. We are ascending. Everything is changing. The new architecture, we have the new architecture, the new crystalline grid, right? The 5D, the energies, the frequency, the plasma light goes, the gamma ray frequencies. Really, we've been inundated with those magical energies for so long, for years, of course. And just now I feel more and more that it's penetrating, and we can embody that, tuning into it, of course, for those who really been doing the inner work. And I emphasize so much, guys, time for us to really go deep within, doing the inner work, reunite with our heart, with our soul, right? Purify our mind, our feelings, our emotion, decalcify the pineal gland. It means taking care of ourselves, forgiving ourselves, loving ourselves. That's the key. That's how we build a momentum, raise the frequency, vibration, become whole and new and total again. And that's how we then go to the world, go out there, right? Either meet new people, your family, partners, looking for new relationships, right? Communities, and so on. Once we are established within ourselves. So, it's been a process for me. It's been years, right? And especially everything, what happened to me back in January 2013. Again, this body was supposed to be disposed of, right? And here we go. Our star, our command, the energies of the solar rishis, right? The solar dragon kings and queens. And, we are resurrecting the ancient times of Atlantis, Lemuria, and the ancient Egypt, of course, and so on, right? That's, and Mother Earth, she's ascending, resurrecting all these energies. I'm the life, I'm the resurrection, and it is what it is. We are the power. We are the children of God, right? The power is within us. The angelic, divine, luminous beings. I'm talking about the 12 strands of DNA. That's how we were designed, right? The best of the best DNA, babies of the universe. So, anyway, today, really beautiful morning. Went to the beach, sunrise, dolphins, right? Purposes. And I was chanting peace on earth, because lots of people actually need help, right? Lots of prayers, people looking for, job and place to stay. I just went on Craigslist because, I'm planning to move, and for me to travel, of course I have to check my car. It's been like 18 years, my baby Lexus, very faithful, my car, the best of the best, really. But also, so I have to check that. But for me to like travel, I have to at least have a part-time job, or some job. And I already received, looks like 2 offers, where I'm heading, so up north. And of course, nothing is for sure, but it's like I see how things are unfolding and what kind of manifester I am, right? What I'm manifesting. And I just, I just feel so great, and I feel so grateful and thankful. And like I said, walking those energies of love and faith and trust and grace and gratitude. I don't have my books with me, right? But talking about the people from Telos, the inner earth, right? We were talking about the ascended masters. Cool, Saint Germain, as we're entering the new golden age of Lemuria, guys. So those, right, who are the way showers and, the teachers here, we're the, knower of God. So then we can be the way showers. We can teach, and I love to teach the ancient wisdom and knowledge, right? Mystica, esoterica. That's how it was in those ancient mystery schools with Yeshua, Maria Magdalena, Mary Magdalene, right? He's now Commander, Sananda, and and I'm around the Galactic commanders and the Pleiadians, okay, because they're here helping us with Ascension. They're a family, 7 sisters, right? And of course the inner earth as well, the Garthians, the Telosians. So all these communications happening, all these interconnection. My thing is I'm bringing these cosmic energies, so way up there, here in this kind of still physical material world, right, that is actually changing right now with the 4th density. People are much more aware of energies. There's energy flow, there's a science behind spirituality. Actually, spirituality now backed up by science. We're 99.9% energy, 0.1% matter, guys. We're a sacred geometry, we're a sound line frequency vibration. Today, when I was listening to the the solfeggio tones, I'm going to library soon, print out that little article. I think I was sharing on Facebook, on Twitter, and on LinkedIn, just kind of tuning into those frequency vibrations, guys. Kingdom of heaven is within. Abhun abunda bashmaya, right? The cosmic energies. Nitka the shamoch tete malkuta. Kingdom come is within. Okay, the Aramaic, the original prayers, right? The Sufism. That's why I love Buddhism and Hinduism. It's all about yoga, yogini, Yashua, right? He was a yogi as well, Buddhist monk. That's how we achieve the nirvana, the awakened state, the Buddha. How we achieve just say enlightenment, nirvana, samadhi, Satchitananda, right? That's a perfect state of bliss and peace and harmony. And when the mind is still, then when the mind is still, the heart is open, the higher heart, the divine presence within you, all around you. There's this flow of energy, prana, chi, all these morphogenetic fields, right? The flower of life of the infinite life, right? The all, everything had to be corrected, guys, okay? Because we were in this phantom matrix, or blended reality, actually, all reverse, all these perversion, all these dumbing down, right? The GMO food and chemtrails and fluoride in the water, and people in high positions, practicing pedophilia, Satanism, and Luciferianism, and some kind of spirit cooking and blood and murdering children and drinking blood, adrenochrome, right? That's when I talk about the reversals, like the metatronic reversals. And I don't come from military country, actually very happy where I was born, very pure, garden. We have fruits and vegetables straight from garden, till about 7, right? Then of course the black magic and all this stuff, in kind of my family. And I had these energies from World War II, because my grandpa had to, he was drafted when he was 17, go to Nazi Germany, and then work probably in those death camps, concentration camps. So I have all this karma. Also, it was revealed to me, right? It looks like my latest reincarnation was I was a child running across the field, right? And it was during World War II, and the Nazi tank or some tank or Russian, I don't know, came and just smashed me like a pumpkin. But I felt freedom, So I guess I'm coming back here, like who is doing those things, right? What is this all about? That how come we live in such a beautiful earth, sacred earth, and all these horrible things, right? If you talk about the Nazis, also the Project Paperclip, they came over here to United States, infiltrated the entire infrastructure, right? Like in NASA too, right? The Nazi scientists, some of them they're genius people, unfortunately infiltrated by the Orion group, right? These negative aliens. I have this Alien Races book, guys. I hope you study that as well, so you know what is this all about. And tall grays in those dark secret space programs, right? And all these black operations, guys. We have technology 100 years in advance, right? And not only that, we are resurrecting everything that's what's been here for millennia, not for eons, for millions of years, okay? With these beautiful colonies and civilizations of highly advanced nature, right? Having ETs and spaceships here, that was an everyday thing that, people who were more here on earth and maybe more grounded, maybe not that more spiritually evolved, they always were protected by this huge spaceship and spacecraft, right? The energies was coming down down, and some, ETs coming down here and, teaching people agriculture, mathematics, and how to pray, how to work with energies, and, how to create beautiful instruments and buildings, and levitate. And, so this is nothing new under the sun. We're just resurrecting these energies because of the black sun, entities, the Belial groups, the controlling groups, right? The fallen ones, right? Talk about the Anunnaki and really bad Dracos and the Alpha Draconis, right? And, and reptilians and some of the Zetas and so on. But remember, there's a positive faction of them, right? Like you have a good people of goodwill, and then you have also mean people, right? And also like the scientists, right, guys? We've been infiltrated, like the science, right? The technology, like the military and all these things infiltrated by the master raider races, right? Those one from the Phantom Matrix, from the Visa Matrix, right? The black dragons with their black hearts and just wreaking havoc here in the solar system, in this Milky Way here on this planet. So I guess, I had to repeat my life here, being born in Eastern Europe. Still, the energies of World War II were very powerful when I was growing up, watching Russian movies, World War II, and movies about the Nazis and about the Germans. So that's kind of how I grew up. That's how I was groomed. By the same time, homemade food, and we were going to school where there was much more like respect and reverence, I guess, to teachers. For me, it was so much gentle, right? And then coming over here as a teenager, and then also in my mid-20s, right? I just kind of, it was rough for me, guys. These people on medications and working for NASA and in military, and I have totally different mentality, totally different upbringing, and just dealing with these energies. Where in the world is this coming from? What is it all about? How come nobody talks about it? You have to be politically correct. You cannot talk about spirituality or religion or politics or even, the sex, the sexuality. What is this all about? This is not the correct way to do it, right? And even the food, oh my goodness, all these preservatives and additives and sugar everywhere, the white sugar, the bleach. Why? Tell me why those industries are so supported, that they are lowering our frequency vibration, and we have to ingest poison almost every day because it's like everywhere. Who is supporting that? What is this all about? All these corporations, right? The pharma industry. Look at the dark government, or the shadow government, the deep corrupted state, right? In the entire infrastructure. How come? So that's why we talk about the reversals and inversions and all these kind of things, and good people put in prison, right? And now so many people are struggling. I know in New York, right, because of the CV19 and all this propaganda, misinformation. Of course there are viruses, and we are full of viruses, and it's good bacterias, right, but more gallons, and all these yeast infection, again because of food, right? Today, guys, we'll go over the Ascension protocol. My energy, I have to calm down. I have to invoke some violet flame. We'll do some chanting as well, but it's just we are multidimensional, and encouraging you guys. I'm an inspirational speaker, okay, encouraging you how to spend time with yourself, how to have your little space corner, light a candle, incense, and just breathe. Just focus on your breath. The flow of energy, just the wind, and just looking at the trees, how it's swaying because of the wind, and just being more with your heart and with your soul, and just being romantic with yourself before you start some other romance with somebody else, especially if you don't read energies, right? For me, if I speak to somebody, an individual, I immediately get that person's I scan that person's energy field, right? I pretty much go or scan that person's subconscious mind. I see all the programming, all the conditioning. It's like on a computer thing, you know what I'm saying? That's why I am here, guys, as a teacher, inspirational guide, right, for the ascension, for the new earth, right, being the catalyst, the way shower, and so on, because you guys, I just read so many things. I mean, my world is very how to say that, it's rich in a way. It's like multidimensional, right? That I'm dealing with R-Star, and then with the military or the alliance, and they, you know, the project, whether it's for the military or I don't know what's going on, and moving to New York, or, you know, it's like all these interesting messages, right? But right now my life is flowing pretty well. I'm very happy the way I am like managing these energies, and what I am manifesting, and you know, talking about Ayurveda. We'll have that Ayurveda course lecture next Monday, so that's May the 9th. And so it is a magical, beautiful month, and I've been really going early to the beach. It depends, right? Sometimes I'm fine at 6 a.m. Sometimes it's like 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I may still be tired, depends, right? Because the energies are fluctuating. That's why 0 point balance, divine neutrality, right? Doing the violet flame invocation, guys, extremely important, like the spiritual routine, the sadhana, okay? And next time I'll talk about yoga. I also will go over the solfeggio tones. Like I said, I'm going to library to print everything out, right? Working with the crystals, the Lemurian crystals, right? You know, the crystal cities in Sedona. I'm sure it's all like materializing or manifesting there, because the energy is extremely high with those red rocks. That's why I travel there. I drove my car has got so many miles because of healing, right? When I was attacked, whether it was DARPA, you know, the dark military, the military industrial complex, you know, the MC, the cult, Skull and Bones, and you know, it's just it was like, Lord have mercy. And you know, they're part of our structure. Also those who have the you know, the DNA of the elite, right? Those of the elite's DNA. I mean, the military knows, they pretty much know who you are, right? You know, I used to be around military people, right? Somebody joined U.S. Army, you know, full board colonel, right? Or you have a captain in MC, and all, you know, all these kind of interesting things. And you know, those guys then wanted to, I think they wanted to heal. So many of guys, they were looking for some divine feminine energy so they can heal themselves, because yeah, the bastardization of the divine feminine, especially in the military, it's just beyond any description. And you know, we talk about those horrendous things happening, right? You know, so, and that's why we have the New Earth jurisdiction, or came up with credo for the New Earth jurisdiction. We're implementing, guys, the Galactic Codex. You can find it on my website, yanakalai.com, because we have the right for physical and spiritual abundance, right? The free energy, the Tesla towers, just a free access to nature. But at the same time, people need to start respecting Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Look at all this treasure I need to pick up here, the plastic bottle, Fanta, some kind of, don't drink sodas, please, you know, just pour it out and put it into trash. People here kick into that bottle instead of like picking up, but that's okay. Like, we need to become more and more sensitive, more you know, in tune with ourselves, who we truly are, right? With our divinity. We are spiritual beings having human experience. We have the right for ascension, planetary, interstellar. So all these boom, 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 boom stuff, right? The graphene oxide, the kind of the Neuralink, or chip in your brain. What in the world this is all about? Please meditate. This is a bioquantum super crystalline computer with total perfections. Once you start activating, reactivating your DNA, because we are going from from carbon-based DNA. That's why all these drinking sodas and Coca-Cola and all these right, and all this indoctrination and mind control, and this even through religion, and people on meds, medications, are wearing this right now. We are crystalline beings. That's our true design, true divine blueprint. We're a multi-dimensional beings having direct connection to God, to source. We're co-creators with the divine. We're children of God. Please remember that, okay? So time to really claim that power. Command your space, do some prayers, meditations, invocations, right, of the violet flame. We have the right to connect with our star family, with the galactic family, and it looks like also connecting or reconnecting with my military family. It's not an easy thing, right? I guess because of the programming, mind control, this secrecy around it. We need to declassify all the classified information. We're the disclosure, we're the ET, right? And exposing the wrongdoing, especially in the military, is not an easy thing because it's very sensitive. It has to do with the reputation, prestige, status quo, and also people were not allowed to say things like I am saying things. That's why I was always attacked. I was always considered as the evil one, or as the one that needs to be shut down or needs to go, right? The military, whatever, even decides or the controllers, they're deciding who will stay and who needs to be massacred. All these holocausts and massacres and eugenics. I mean, what in the world? Aligned with God's divine law, God's divine will, right? Talking about the natural laws, the universal laws, you can find on my website yanakalai.com under about, or the light shall set you free. That's one of those books. We have a right for all information, correct information, but remember, all the answers to your questions are also within you. Once you start correcting your aura, your energy field, or cleansing your aura, your chakras, right? Very important. The Kundalini rising, the serpent power rising, right? The energy, the sexual energy, the prana, chi, not like the mind control religion. You have to, kill that serpent. That's part of our existence, especially those who are yogis or yoginis. Those are very spiritual. We work with sexual energies, right? We work, with the morphogenetic field, because we're a space, we're sacred geometry, okay? So it's not like I'm the physical body here. I notice in the 3D or lower 4D, just like the physical and how you look and money on account and just what I see, right? People not appreciating they don't much appreciate like the energy flow. That's why I need to go, even though things are flowing here with me, like to communities and be people that they appreciate my work, my energy work, whether it's meditation, yoga, Ayurveda, talking about the Ayurveda, because the food is going to be to me extremely important, right? Now they're hiring all these people in those restaurants. I mean, that's where I am kind of heading to, but everything is the bar and the drinking and the drinks and the alcohol and eating this kind of interesting food like hamburgers, right? Almost like the fast food stuff. I notice my friends even in Eastern Europe, because they continue eating bread or grains, they the yeast and all this stuff. My friends, I mean, they are a little bit older than me, but they have all these already what's the word for it? They're puffed. They're very, their faces are now too puffy because all these yeast and, all these grains. It's like, guys, we're going back to garden, to Lemurian diet, right? And, that's why teaching, I love to teach about Ayurveda and how to eat properly. So you look great, you feel great, you enjoy yourself, you enjoy life, you feel feel the energy, the prana, chi, as everything is correcting, going back online, connection to God, to source, right? That's why all these corrections extremely important, right? The galactic core, the magnetic field, the dark matter. That's why the Atlantis blew up, right? And all this misuse of crystalline technology, and those crazy scientists playing with dark matter, disobeying natural laws. Okay, so that's why we have to correct everything, even the jurisdiction. Okay, here, like I said, the entire infrastructure is being perverted, right? And but look how it started, with the pure, the pure, whether militia, this pure, the 13 colonies, right? The ascended masters, I don't want to say like the pure Freemasons or the pure Pleiadians, okay? And then again, unfortunately, infiltration of those, the negative forces, the negative ones, the fallen ones, right? So it's been constant battle between good and evil, the light and darkness. Time to exit the matrix, the 3D, the falseness, right? And going back into light, into the heaven, into the next paradigm, because we are transitioning, going to the harmonic universe number 2, right? Soul connection, consciousness expansion. Here, guys, we also have the right to be free and to be sovereign. Please know your rights. You're welcome to study or read the New Earth jurisdiction. We have the golden rule, the law of response, right? One should treat others as one would like others to treat oneself. That's why when we feel depressed, or something is not kicking, like how can I then help others, so you can even those energies and you can start feeling good, right? But it's a constant training, it's a practice, it doesn't happen overnight. So many things, right? Understand the law of oneness, the law of unity, the law of structure, right? We are now under the cosmic seven law, the law of one. So law of Ra, okay? So where polarities are harmonized, complexities are simplified, paradoxes have solutions. The universe is infinite. There is no end to yourselves. There is no end to your thinking, understanding, no end to your perceptions of creation. I can see even people at work, right? How we talk about one thing and all these different perceptions, and I can see who is in their mind, who is stuck, right? Who's got kind of the ego going on here. People who don't meditate, people who are not in their hearts, people are not rewiring their subconscious mind. They're constantly regurgitating the same thing over and over and over, repeating the same old thing. It's like, Om Namah Shivaya, Lord have mercy, time for change, time to be different, or time to be original, authentic. So that's to me what it's all about. So I have that, and of course I'm dealing with the military, with a project. I still don't have any contact connection, so I don't know how that is going to be established. But to me, to recover from the PTSD is through the art of practical spirituality, which is yoga, and I teach the 8 steps of yoga and the science of the spoken word, japa, mantra, meditation. That's what I was doing today on the beach, right? Peace on earth. I was reciting, I don't know how many times, 3 times, 108 times, and Loka Samasta Tsukino Bhavantu, may all beings be happy and at peace, and may I contribute to that with my actions. Okay, so this is what I've been chanting, of course, Om Namah Shivaya, as I love Shiva. And so very important, guys, all the stress and trauma are caused by the energy disturbances, and we talk about the nanobots, we talk about the graphene oxide, all this poison everywhere, right, in the food, in the air, in the soil, and in the atmosphere. So the disturbances in our electromagnetic field that envelops the human body, right? So people also who are on whether medication, on drugs, right, or they drink, guys, this is unbelievable what kind of damage you're doing. Something that is totally precious. You know, your DNA is precious, your aura, your energy field, that sacred geometry, that all needs to be restored with through bioregenesis, right, and deprogramming. That's especially for the military. You know, I teach the ancient wisdom, right, the ancient wisdom and science of yoga, Ayurveda, but kind of my niche is like in the military, for the military, because of what happened to me, what I've experienced, right? Somebody or the network, the dark ones, were trying to make Marine or super soldier out of me, okay? And you know I'm an experimentation here as well, but at the same time, this is not correct. We have to stop all that. Somebody has to break that cycle, right? Even the Illuminati, or the controlling group and races, or even the Nazis, because some of them, I'm sure they want to go back to 0 point. Some of them are actually nice, just neutral, okay? Just like, you have nice people, and then you have people who are not nice, the same thing. So just kind of putting it out there, guys. So we have to cleanse and purify our chakras from all the dark energies, right, and supply them with the light divine. And that's part of my ascension, right? Whether it's through japa, chanting, invoking the violet flame, also coloring, maybe, being more creative, guys. Work with colors, okay? I haven't colored for quite some time, but it's something that I'm very creative. It kind of invokes the creativity within you, just the inspiration. It's, to me, that's what it's life about. Just create, co-create with the divine, having direct connection to Mother Earth and Mother Nature, and to to God, to Source. Very important, guys. Also the changes, like I said, going to the beach, going to nature, going to the mountains, that's how you get the restoration, the relief, and just imagine, or befriend your soul. Imagine that you are walking with special beings, that they're helping us with ascension, that you're walking with benevolent ETs, because they are around us, even on a spaceship and spacecraft, watching us, helping us, right? But we have to acknowledge them. So acknowledge them. The ET contact, extremely important. Those who guys want to be out there and be of service, right? You have to know all your stuff. You have to be in your power. You have to be kind of secured, your chakra, very strong in chakras, right? Very strong in your electromagnetic field. Also very important, taking care of your endocrine system, right? Because it corresponds to each of your chakras, right? Balancing your hormones, through great nutrition, through meditation, being in nature, drinking distilled water, detoxifying the pineal gland, and know how to live simply and stress free, okay? So very important. So cleansing the mind from all these programming, conditioning, from the mind control, right? The monarch, mockingbird, Montag, and so on. All these programming of imperfection, of torture, tyranny, of duality. That's why we need to energize ourselves and start bringing the positivity back online. Positive affirmations, I am affirmations. You can also find it on my website as well, okay? So understand the Galactic Codex and the divine law, the universal laws. Again, Lisa Renee, energetic synthesis, 13 principles of natural laws, right? Or you can also find it on my website. We are replacing or transforming those negative thoughts of insecurity, doubt, and fear, transforming into positive thoughts of self-worth and trust and faith and love, unconditional love, pure love. It's all within us, right? And I understand some people want to share it, and I'm like, very much into communication. I can see how people are not that well. They're not just comfortable to speak, either their truth, because they were not learned. They were learned to suppress all that, right? And so, for me, I'm encouraging people and building the platforms for all those who were tortured and mind controlled, and especially military. They couldn't really express their feelings, their emotions, their thoughts, right? So building the platform from them, they can start finally they're having aha moments and start, hey, right? This is what I feel. This is not how I feel. You know, this is how I perceive things. This is, I don't see that way. You know, you just start to even talking to yourself. Like the self-talk is very important. Help me a lot. Okay. So acknowledge and embrace your feelings, your emotions, your intuition. The divine feminine, the divine mother is back online here, and especially the month of May, right? Anrita Melchizedek, I sent a video about from her, right? For the magical month of May, the divine mother, the holy mother, the energies are here. So allow those energies permeate your entire body so you can reconnect with that love that is within you, the divine spark that is within that sacred chamber of your heart. Okay, very important. And learn to recognize your intuition, follow that inner voice, guys. What is your passion? Who are you? Why did you come here to this planet? What are your gifts and talents? How do you want to contribute, right, to create this new earth? Okay, and soul communion, soul connection is so important. Just call upon your soul. SOS, save our souls, right? Because we've been so manipulated and so programmed, right? The emotional body has been so manipulated, and you know, people, you know, full of anger and fear and jealousy and envy and like even hatred, right? You have to embrace all that. You have to acknowledge all that, right? And through your heart, you know that you can heal that. You can transform that, right? The Ascension protocols, listening to solfeggio tones, right? You guys, you know my drill, so I've been talking about it, okay, for so long. And what else? The quantum manifestation, the Marina Jacobi, right? I downloaded her videos this like more than 2 years ago, and maybe I'll share it with my group on Yanakalai on my if you go on my website, you can sign for my newsletters, and it was talking about again whether the CV thing, right? CV19. And just like very good information. At the time was with Joe Penna, he was hosting that, so it had that energy. I remember that because I've been watching her video since 2018, and so I can see kind of that interesting change, but you know, all is good. But that was really a good video. So the quantum science, the harmonic reactor, the nanotechnology, the detox 101, she has all that, guys. This is going to be like a lifestyle, and I'm hoping to create some kind of communities that people can come and re-educate themselves. They can kind of reassemble themselves, you know, back to their original self, and with a divine blueprint, and just being happy and full of joy and peace and harmony and abundance, right? Feeling that prosperity and success that comes when you are in touch with the divine, with your true divine essence, with God, with Lord, with source, right? When your soul you know, is back online and the light of your soul overflows, and then you can be there for others, help them also, either how to heal and how to find the joy that is within each of us, right? We're the children of God. So I don't talk about drones and all this cloning, right? But I'm just talking about the angelic divine luminous beings, you know, you know, and also star seeds, your highly evolved souls, guys. We're really anchoring, you know, the ascension timeline, the highest timeline here for the new earth, for the transition, for you know, the bringing heaven on earth here. Okay, so you know, we are doing the work. Okay, so you know, it's all happening, it's all great. So we're balancing our karma through nutrition. So I'll read about the fruits and vegetables, and that book, I think, is amazing. How to be vegan, light diet is extremely important. The Ayurvedic cooking, all these simple cleansing methods, we go over them on Monday. So if you are interested, let me know. Send me an email. 8 steps of yoga, the japa mantra meditation. We can do some japa mantra meditation in a little bit, right? PTSD, time to heal, guys. If you're full of frustration and, you know, negativity, Very good to write things down. I forgot to actually write down. I forgot my dream, but I need to write down that, seeing dolphins and saw the sunrise, and I was chanting, and how much joy it brought to me, and meeting people there, greeting, right? So, we are creating the paradise, right? We are the paradise. Like, we are the shift. We're the ascension, right? We are doing all that, and it's happening, and it's really amazing. The Galactic Codex, guys. You can either find it on my website, or there is, I know there was the Cobra blog, that was 2012 portal, right? He has that there since 2012. Was it April 2012? The Galactic Codex. And I know there were other people talking about the Galactic Codex, trying to implement it back in late 1990s, so it's a great work, great job. You just have to now embody all that. It's not about just being knowledgeable. That's one thing, right? Some people are into theories. I'm more like a hands-on, like being practical Taurus, right? So, and now we have Uranus in Taurus, as I was talking about it last time, the horoscope, and the Pluto is returning here, guys. So that's going to be changes, upheavals, right? Pluto is connected to Scorpio. We're going to have a full moon in Scorpio. That's going to be the full lunar eclipse, May the 16th, and after that it's my B-day and so on. So I'm the 17 girl. So here we go. See how everything goes. I am constantly being told to be strong, so I guess I'll be dealing with the interesting beings there. I guess military, I guess my soul siblings. So this is going to be very interesting and adventurous. Looking forward to also see my family on a spacecraft, the Galactics, the Pleiadians, the High Command, being led to go to to New York. So see how that unfolds. My mind is still, well, I have to support myself. I have to do something. I'm doing these things, or teaching Ayurveda. There's some donations. I'm very grateful for those who give some donation, guys. That's how I get things going, flowing. For all of us, right? For the ascension, for the new earth, for creating communities and being with our star family, galactic family, and enjoying life, right? The Tesla towers, and taking on technologies, and levitating cars, and spaceships, spacecrafts, because the Illuminati, the Cabal, the controlling group, they had all this. They have all this technology, guys, that is hundreds, thousand years in the future. And here, you're trying to pay my bills, or you gotta pay taxes if you want to be a good citizen. And my car is 18 years old, but it's great, it's working. Here we go. I have some just want to show you some pyramid, guys, here, and the Metatron, right? We're correcting, because I hear Metatron is here, the correct spin, the Christic spiral, right? So make sure, like, if you're invoking or working with sacred geometry, also make sure this is 45 angle, not the 55. You have the draconian measurements. Then you guys, you need to start distinguishing the correct architecture, planetary architecture, the etheric architecture, the correct sacred geometry, base 12 mathematics, right? The 12, do I have the 12 tree of life, the 12 spheres of tree of life, guys? So making sure you got the right spin, you are organized, you are structured the correct way, the way we were designed, not the Dracos or whatever. They just got rid of those two spheres here, and running everything reversals of base 10 mathematics. That's what I've been talking about, or Lisa Rainey has been talking about for so long. And I first was like wondering what this is all about, but me as a teenager, I was studying Jewish Kabbalah, and now I don't know. And Mystica, of course, they're authors of Mystica, and I was reading it. It was like ABC book for me. It was just like nothing, I guess my third eye perfectly open, and but nobody paid attention, and they all thought that I'm the bad bad girl. I am the black sheep, and I'm the doormat, and like, what in the world is going on? Because, you know, I'm holding the frequency vibration, but at some point, then as a teenager, the karma kicked in, and I ended up in a horrible situations, and also meeting horrible people, or just people who were unhappy, who were in that blended reality, in that phantom matrix, right? High positions like MD, you know, a medical director of a fire rescue, all these things, and parties going on and drinking, and like, where is, you know, I'm trying to bring you into yoga, Ayurveda, into meditation. The same thing, military, okay? The sexual energy, you know, I know how to work with it. You criticize me, you criticize my body, you're out of my zone, sir. You know what I'm saying? And I don't go back. You have a problem the way I look, you have a problem with my body, because here's everything of how you look, what kind of clothes you wear, what kind of car you drive, how much money you have on a bank account, and what kind of restaurant you go to eat. This is none of my values, my dears. This is none of my values. Value is energy, how you are mastering yourself, how you are thinking your noble thoughts. And that's why they couldn't, you know, even electrocuted my mind. But consciousness is consciousness. You cannot destroy consciousness, right? I mean, I had holes in my aura energy field, black goo all around me, right? Trying to put me also on medication, Lord have mercy, while I was somebody trying to get on energy medicine, energy psychology, yoga, Ayurveda. Look what I got back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is not cool. I was supposed to have, you know, Ayurveda massage center and, you know, teaching yoga, and look, everything was blown up. Backlash, whether it's from the military and from my soul group, right? From my soul group running the reversals, right? And pedophilia, and who knows what else. Lord have mercy, forgiveness. Start going back to God, to source, to what is. I am that I am, and it is what it is. There's no other way, because God is, okay? God is within us, all around us. That's how we were also designed, you know, with dignity, with honor, with perfection. Okay, so we are going back to that, you know, divine design, perfect design, right? And we can do that through divine neutrality, or being now positively polarized. Okay, raising the frequency vibration, the light quotient, so we can transcend, the law of transcendence. You can study that. 13 principles of natural law, guys. So let's do a little bit of chanting, because today I am just kind of too much energies, right? Let's invoke the violet flame. Let's calm down. There's a family here, babies here, another car coming, so we'll see how that goes. Feeling the inner Christ, the inner light. Feel your pineal gland, right? Focus on your third eye, and of course you go into your heart. So important. You can always bring your hands onto your heart, or have your Namaste position. Connecting to our hearts. It's really all matters. Just being the love. That's who we truly are. That's our true nature. Loving energies. Resurrecting the Lemurian heart. And of course, resurrecting the Atlantis mind. And also the time of ancient Egypt. The true royals, the true pharaohs. They were aligned with the law of one. And initiations in those pyramids. Even Sananda, Yeshua, right? How to be immortal, experiencing how to be immortal. The symbolism of the Ankh, also the divine feminine. Tongue is touching the upper palate. Your spine is straight. Focusing on your breath. Beloved, I'm presence bright. Round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, call forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I'm calling forth wildfire to blaze and transmit all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I'm one with the bat flame. Beloved, I'm presence bright, round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, call forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I'm calling forth wildfire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I'm one with the bat flame. Beloved, I'm presence bright, round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, call forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I'm calling forth wildfire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I'm one with the bat flame. Oh Lord, ooh, thank you, for the grace, for the mercy, for all the love. Thank you, Saint Germain, for all the transformation, transmutation, the energies of joy and freedom, liberation, forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key, and Yeshua, forgive and be free. Forgive and be free. Forgive. Let go, let God. Let go, let God. May you find peace, peace that passes all understanding. Peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth. Just feel the power of that sacred violet flame, transforming, transmuting everything, anything that stands in our ascension, that stands in our perfect health, that stands in our abundance, that stands in our prosperity and success. Right? All that cellular density, the karma, dharma, the karma, the drama, the trauma, all this dogma, the pain body, the shadow body, whew. All the pain, all the stress, all the tension. Whew. Just allow. Leave your body. Leave your body entirely. Entirely, entirely, completely. And completely. Just shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up. Exhale. Shake it up, shake it up. It's all leaving, leaving you, leaving you. You start feeling lighter and lighter. You're sending that energy back to God, back to Source. Thank you for all the lessons. Thank you for all the teachings. Oh my God, I'm getting richer and richer in my experiences, in my knowledge, in my wisdom. Right? Those are the pearls and wisdom that you take with you. They stay with you forever. And then you can teach or you can show others. How to be healthy, happy, one with God, rejoicing each and every day in God's infinite glory. Because we're infinite, we're eternal, we're timeless, beyond time and space. We're multidimensional. We're going interstellar, galactic, cosmic, quantum. There's a quantum bank in Georgia. Quantum financial system. And so let's bring those energies of Christ Sophia now online as we are releasing everything of the old, of the past. All the stories from the past, right? It doesn't even exist. It's all in the now, in the present moment. So let's bring those energies of that original sound or original tones, right? Where the sound. Karaya Sata Allah. 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 Karaya Sata Allah, 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 Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, 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 Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, 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 Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, 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 Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, 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 Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, 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 Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, 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 Karaya Sata Allah. Those are the energies of divine codes, right? Christic codes, inner Christ, codes of solar rishis, sages rishis, ancient ones, the cosmic dragons, codes of the crystalline DNA. Feel the plasma light frequency, the plasma wave running through you, resurrecting all the codes, the DNA, recalibrating you, upgrading you, rejuvenating you, regenerating you. Right? The bioregenesis. We are regenerating our entire body, our physical body. Our emotions are calming down. See the pure crystalline light everywhere. The energies of golden ocean. Those pristine emotions reverberating your entire body. Just feel your aura energy, feel expanding. Now your mind, you feel the stillness of the mind. Just be still. The quantum balance, the 0 point, divine neutrality. We are returning back to that divine matrix, full of harmony, peace, joy, balance, prosperity, unconditional love, pure energy. Christ light, Christ Sophia, perfect merge of the divine feminine with the divine masculine, the Hirogamos reunion. Just experience those energies, feel them, the soul connection consciousness expansion. I'm the light of the soul. I'm the bliss. I'm all that is. I am that I am. I'm Shiva. I'm Shakti. I'm cosmic dance. This beautiful play of cosmic energies. Time to be happy, full of joy, playfulness, just like children, right? We need to become children again to enter the kingdom, pure, innocent, full of integrity, transparency, authenticity. Yeah, full of virtues, morals, ethics. Remembering our divinity, our glory, our nobility, our royalty, our true power that comes from connection to the divine, from source, being aligned, right, with God's divine will, understanding God's law, embodying God's love, the Holy Mother, Divine Mother, the polarity integration, the 0 point, God matrix, the source of all Genesis. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me see. I talk a lot, but we can go quickly. I have the food stuff, the Lemurian diet, guys. Maybe we can continue maybe next time. I had the coconut charge, pumpkin power, right? Talking about the fruits here, how it's cleansing, detoxifying, and it releases toxins and traumas on all levels. Organic fruits, please. Okay, it's not just somebody's telling you, oh, it's full of sugar and fructose and so on. Eating fruits alone, right? And this eating fruits alone, again, Ayurveda says the same thing. Magenta Pixie, right? She channels that energy, the same thing. For the ascending, crystallizing individual, that's the way to go. For your light body, you need to strengthen your light body, of course, your physical body as well. And one fruit that is more nourishing than cleansing and holds a very high level of blue starfire is avocado. Eating avocado each and every day regularly, right? For the Stargate Ascension, or even for the partial Ascension, of course, we'll be dealing with individuals. I mean, for me, those who were extremely abused, violated, tortured, raped, right? So there's always hope, but they need lots of love and healing space, the sound healing therapy, and nurturing food, cleansing, nurturing, drinking distilled water or mineral water or structured water if you understand the frequencies. Okay, so vegetables, right, also eat them in a raw state or lightly cooked, right? They are more of that masculine nature, and let me see, also for constructing not only your physical body but your light body. Okay, so you're consuming vegetables in a raw state, organic, the best one from the garden, straight from garden. You get the prana, chi, you got the energy, you got all this nourishment. I remember there was somewhere, I think in Kansas, I picked up a raw asparagus. I had a bite. I was in paradise. That's why I love Mother Nature. That's why I came here, because of the call, helping Mother Earth, this goddess with Ascension. That's why I'm here, mostly here. Because 99.9% I'm really not interested like in relationships. But I'm here to help those guys who were so wounded, who were so injured. Like having that divine feminine, right? That motherly energy, for the military. I mean, it's very sensitive. But those sex games and all these boning, right? All these hookups, it's like I'm not interested. I'm just not. With the sexual energy, guys, you have to be full of glory. You have to be full of harmony. You have to be full of chi, full of prana, innocence, right? Crystalline, right? The Pleiadian sexual energies, not the sex misery programming here, right? And you being on drugs and alcohol, or drinking Coca-Cola, or fast food, or eating fast food stuff. This is, for me, not the way to go. I'm so sensitive now. Like I told you, I became, sick for like a week or so. I had all these congestions. I cannot eat somebody else's food. And it's not only that it was not food that I'm eating, but the energy that people put into it, right? Because also people that I'm working with, right? I mean, the ego is, of course, here. The all kinds of discrepancies in their aura energy field, constantly blaming others because they don't want to look at their shadow, right? We have to look at all the skeletons in our closets. Extremely important, guys. Okay. So that's the vegetables. The vegetables are to be consumed also in abundance and bring forward the masculine aspect, that is strength, the strength within the body. Okay. And so if you are then aiming to build physical strength and stamina within your body, right, then she talks about the dark green vegetables, right? The vegetables, very important for you. That's what will help you. And of course, she talks about the sun, the soul energy, SOL, the sun energy. This is the strength not only of the body but also of the mind. So it means right, the planet Earth. So this is the strength. Yeah, if you're looking for empowerment, assertiveness, courage, and confidence, then the vegetables, more especially the dark green leafy vegetables, will give you this. The energy of soul, of sun, is held in abundance within the substance you know as chlorophyll. This substance is, when seen through Your physical light spectrum, like, is a neon yellow, the exact color of the solar plexus chakra, your power center. So that's the connection, the power with your heart, guys. That's the inner core. That's also Lisa Renee when she talks about the inner core. Here you have it. Have this beautiful sunshine in the solar plexus, and these beautiful green healing energies, right? When you merge these two together here, that's where the true power comes from. And of course, you're being guided by your soul, right? Or your intuition, by your heart. Listen to your heart. Feel the beat, the heartbeat, and then connect to that rhythm of Mother Earth, Mother Nature, right? Also will help you with healing, with ascension, with transformation, with raising frequency, vibration, and releasing everything that needs to go of the past, of the old, of this dogma, the trauma, the pain body. So many people are in pain. Yeah. So the solar plexus and the heart are your anchoring points. These are the chakras within your energy matrix that stand as the 0 point, pivot point, nexus point of the entire matrix. That is all that is you. These are the central points from which all things radiate. The physical body is a direct replica match of the energetic body. The heart and the stomach, God, are the centers holding the interfaces that decode reality. That's why this needs to be pure. And you have to be strong. And then you see, understand, right? You know, when your third eye is open, right? Your sixth sense, your sixth chakra, you start perceiving things differently. All these different other realities, multidimensionally. Okay? And then just traveling cosmically, just through your consciousness, right? We're the column of light shining bright. I already showed you many times, guys, you know, building the Merkaba, the light body, right? And look, you can direct connection with I am presence. Beloved mighty, I am that I am. Your God self, your avatar self, right? Through the Christos here. Inner Christ, you know? Direct connection. No discrepancies, no mind control or some nanobots, right? All these energy fences they had, the inserts, you know, all these chips, right? And you know, graphene oxide. Pure light, pure love, pure energy, pure flow. Okay, that's where we are heading. The ascension, illumination of the mind. Okay, so the heart is the center for the knowing through compassion, and the stomach, gut, is the center for knowing through power. Both are centers for your intuition. They are physical processing centers for your connection to the pillar of light. I just show you vertical axis of the matrix. So let's stop there, guys. I already spoke a lot, but we'll continue with this today. I just had a lot to say, you know, this beautiful morning, and so many things going on, happening in this magical month of May. I hope you're doing well. I am sending you lots of love, many blessings, and talk to you soon. Namaste. Bye-bye.